Hey there guys, I'm Justin and I'm going to show you guys me setting up a beehive. The actual hive itself, and in the next video, hopefully I will show you guys how to set up, or how I set up the nook, or install the nook, which is the actual bees part of this. But we're going to walk through each thing, and yeah, hopefully this is helpful to some of you. Okay, so the very first thing that I did is I have set up cinder blocks because I know that it is not ideal for your hive to sit on the floor or on the ground, and it'll help reduce moisture and also help prevent any rodents or deter rodents and animals to get into it. It's not that high off the ground, I know, but I think theoretically this should help, and other bugs. I believe this helps prevent. Okay, so the next thing I have is just like the baseboard of the hive. This just acts as a barrier so animals can come straight up in between. The other thing that I have, which I will be installing for a short time, and then as the weather starts getting warmer, I will take it out. But that is a entrance reducer. So basically another way of protecting your bees, and also during the winter it helps keep your bees warm. Ideally, at a certain point, the hive will be big enough where I'll just take it out for the summer. Hopefully, that it won't cause problems, but it's supposed to help, again, rodents, other insects, stay out of it. And it's easier for them to protect the hive that way. Now, you have to be careful because in the summer, your hive can get overly hot, so you're going to want to take that out so the bees can go out and cool. So that's what I'm going to do for right now. On top of that, I put a deep box. So there's two different sizes that I'm aware of. There's a deep, I don't know, I'm doing this with my hand. There's a deep and a shallow. So this is a deep box. This is where all the honey for the hive will be stored. Okay, I was going to show you these two. So this is the frame, and this is a much deeper frame. You can see how deep it is. And again, this is where it was used to keep the honey and store the honey separate from where the larvae and stuff will go. You will notice that there's only 9. This is actually a 10 frame box. I had 10 frames when I showed you it in the first part. I took it out because I realized that one did not have the nails on the top, and I gotta go and put nails in it so that it will stay together. Shouldn't be a big problem right now, but yeah, we'll get that in before the bees get in here. All right, so the next piece of, I would say, equipment is this right here, and this is a queen excluder. And basically this prevents the queen from going down into the honey box and laying eggs, because ideally you want to keep it separate. These holes in here are big enough that the workers can get through, but as it says, it will keep out the queen. All right, so this is the next part of the hive. This is the shallow. So this is where all the larval eggs of the queen will be stored, and this is where the queen will live. And as you can tell, these ones are significantly more shallow because they don't necessarily need as much space for their larva as they do the honey, because they have such a short gestation period, I guess is what it's called. So very quickly do they hatch, and then they move on to helping out the hive. One of the final things is I don't actually know what this is called, which is very bad, but pretty much it's a feeder tray. So during the winter and summer, if I need to help supplement feed, whether that be with sugar patties, sugar cakes, or liquid feeding, which the liquid feeding I could do somewhere else too. This is where I'd put it, and that would protect the hive, and most people set it right over this hole and they work on it and they eat and collect it and help produce honey. So, and when you set up a hive, it's very important that you have that stuff, something, sugar water, a sugar cake, something nearby to help them start off building their hive before they have to make flights and whatnot. So I will have sugar water, I believe, to help get us get this hive established. All right, and that is it. That's the entire hive. The very top is on there, and that is just exactly what it is. It tops off the hive. The middle on top just helps protect it from rain, helps reflect some of that summer heat so that the hive doesn't get as hot on the inside. So something people don't know about bees is that during the winter months, which we're way out, if you have a singular hive, you can wrap it up. Obviously, you want to put it somewhere a little warmer than this. And the bees should be able to help maintain the temperature of the hive. So, yeah, it's very cool. Alright, guys, thanks for standing and watching this entire video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe and follow this account if you want more. This is where I'm going to post all my bee-related content. I might make a YouTube channel for it. Who knows if you guys like it. So, yeah, until next time, have yourselves a good night, good month, good day, good year, good whatever it is. Happy beekeeping. Until next time. Bye.